Alright, so let's go out in the garage. It's a beautiful morning. I'm really excited to be out here. Got the orange cobra back at the house recently, and I've been working a little bit on the 98, trying to clean up the stripes a little bit using some acetone, get the residue off. But right here is my new Borla exhaust. This is the Borla Stinger catback for the red Terminator. This is the same kit that I have on my orange one. I had also purchased this kit brand new for the Orange Cobra, like you see here in these pictures, and I wet sanded and polished this for about 7 hours to get it to shine just right. I got a nice mirror finish out of these, and they look absolutely beautiful underneath the Cobra, and it's something you do see a lot, and it's really good piping and everything, and it looks great. So I've been really excited to get this same setup for my Red Cobra. If you recall now, my Red Cobra has this makeshift Borla catback system on it right now with smaller piping. But anyway, this is the new catback and I'm really excited for that. I ordered some other products to help polish that, and I will be showing you how I'm going to go about doing it this time. I thought I'd try a different method. But over here we have a whole lineup of new parts for the red Terminator. And this is all stuff I've been collecting, and it's been coming in slowly as I've been purchasing it. This is a Ford Racing diff cover for the IRS, independent rear suspension, so this is for the Red Cobra. And I will be pulling out the half shafts and everything, doing control arm work. But this is a beautiful aluminum piece, and for anybody who knows what these are, they're pretty expensive and they're pretty well built. They're really thick aluminum casting, and just a beautiful Ford Racing part, and I'm really excited about that. I bought that brand new and decided it would be something that I'd go ahead and do since I'm going to be doing some work on the Cobra. And I also decided to buy a whole set of these brand new crate engine takeoff coil-on plugs. There was somebody on SVT Performance who was selling these in sets of 8 brand new, never used. They were just from a crate engine. They had bought several crate engines and they were upgrading them to Pro EFI and all sorts of other stuff, and so I've been upset about needing one and not wanting to go buy them, so I bought them in bulk and got a good set. And then here is just the rest of the full tilt boogie racing bushings for the control arms. I'm going to be installing all this soon on the car. It's definitely more intensive than I thought it was going to be. I have an extra set of Terminator control arms here that I might be using because you have to drill into them and add grease fittings, and so I might get those all ready and then take the car apart and just swap those in because I already have the ones for the cradle. And here I have some new 80-pound injectors. These are actually lightly used. They had about 1,000 miles on them from somebody who decided to change their route and go E85. So this is part of the fuel system I'll be doing for my Cobra because I want to stay 91 octane pump gas, and I want to be able to just drive the car anywhere. I don't have E85 here, and so that's my goals. And here's my little Cobra in the garage just for a little bit of humor. This sits on my workbench. My little boy plays with it sometimes. So I also bought these couplings. This is a massive coupling. This is supposed to join the JLT cold air intake to the massive GT500 throttle body that I will be getting from VMP as soon as they get on it and send it to me. I purchased it several months ago and they're on back order. They said that it's because of the current pandemic why they can't get me those parts right now, that they need to be produced and the company that's making them can't produce them right now. So that's where that coupling is going to go on that JLT. I'm pretty sure that's the route I'm going to go with. But anyway, the next project will be the Borla Stinger catback. I'm going to polish it up since I really can't do much more with the car right now. This was the next thing I wanted to do, and I'm really excited about it because it does sound different, being different size tubing all the way back and different size tips. So that's something I've been looking forward to, and I went ahead and just bought it. And another reason I decided to go ahead and buy the full catback was because when I do get the car dyno tuned, I don't want it to have a more restrictive exhaust on it like it does now. I want it to have what the car is going to have with it for the rest of its life, which is the 2.5-inch catback with the 4-inch tips. And so I want that to be on the car so that I wouldn't have the car tuned and everything and then buy the cat back later and then find out that it changes anything about the tune at all. So I just wanted the car to have what it's going to have on it when I want it dyno tuned. So that made me go ahead, spend the extra money and go buy it now. And these are the only catbacks I've ever purchased brand new for my cars. I have had several other catbacks that I bought almost new, you know, lightly used, and some that were well used. And I've had SLP, Magnaflow, Mac, Borla. I've had all sorts of different ones. I really like the SLPs on the Mach 1s and the Bullets and the 2 valves and the, you know, the 4 valve naturally aspirated engines, but on the Cobras it just seems like the Borlas sound a little more deep and throaty with the stingers, so that's what I wanted to get for the car. So they're pretty expensive, well over $600, and I'm just excited to have it. I'm going to polish it up and make it look good. So anyway, that's just an update on what's going on in the garage and the build of my Red 03 Cobra. So stay tuned for more of these build videos and for the stories.